Afternoon, guys. Hope you're well. Process as ever with Max on each side. We'll take questions in English first and then if you'll German after that. Want to start with? Sam?
Hi Pep, I hope you're okay. Before we look ahead to the game, there's a picture that's gone on social media of you as a young boy looking up at Terry Venables. Do you have any memories of Venables? What are your thoughts about him?
Well, as a Barcelona fan, he gave us the La Liga after 11 or 12 years. His impact was incredible there. He introduced something like I've never been before, especially a certain type of pressing and the set pieces, for example. I remember how many goals Alexanko, former central defender, captain from Barcelona, scored goals, introduced many, many things. A truly gentleman, but the people live with him. I was a ball boy, so I was not in contact with him. I just give the balls to his players. That's all. And unfortunately could not win the Champions League in that time, in the final against Steaua Bucharest. But of course, it's a big loss for English football, for his family, for his wife, But I read a lot these last 24 hours and how many players talk about him and the national team of former players and people who live with. It's really impressed and big condolences, of course, all his family.
I mean, we think about him as being an England manager, but it sounds from what you're saying as though he will be missed at Barcelona as well.
Absolutely. So in that time I was 13, 40 years old or 50 years old. So it's the first time I saw win almost La Liga, no? The first time. So for many, many years could not be possible in Madrid, Real Sociedad, other teams, so Athletic Bilbao. So yeah, it was the impact in that time. It was a short time. It was over 2 seasons, no more than that, or 2.5. And it was not long, but the impact in the way they play. And I remember talking with friends of mine, a player like Gabe play with him, and the words was not just as a manager, as a person, so funny. It was in a programs in TV Catalunya and singing, imitating Frank Sinatra and this kind of thing. So it was like a proper man. So I'm so sorry for his family, honestly.
Hi, Pep. 2 fairly simple ones for me. Firstly, just a comment from you ahead of the game tomorrow. City will unveil a tribute to legends who had their own European success: Colin Bell, Francis Lee and Mike Summerby.
Again, show how good is this club. Make this tribute of the 3 legendary and unbelievable persons. So I think Mike Summerby will be there, and he will be incredible, satisfied for the recognition, not just for him, from Colin Bell, Francis Lee, so will be perfect for all their families. So incredible, well-deserved tribute. But how many clubs, they have these things that they don't do it, and we are fortunate to do it for them.
And finally, from me, in terms of the game tomorrow, I imagine you'll be going strong, given 1 point sees you top the group, and you'll consider that quite important.
Yeah, I'll have to win or draw to. Of course, the first step is done for both sides. Congratulations, Leipzig, of course, to qualify for the next round in February. But of course, it's important to finish first, for prestigious, for everything, because we believed when we played the last 16, have the second leg at home is not decisive, but is a little bit advantage, and we have to take it.
Hi, Pep. Just back to Terry Venables, just because of what you saw when you were a kid, what kind of then impact, I suppose, did he have, if any, on your own career in football?
I'll be honest, not much, because in that moment I was 13 years old, I was not thinking that I will get top, playing Barcelona team first, and not even 1 second think I want to become a manager. So in that times I see the game like they run a lot, how good they press, and the set pieces are good, the transition. It was a so physical team, and they changed different shapes. But I just, how fun is my club? Barcelona is winning games, we're going to win the Liga. I was not paying attention much in that time about his influence. After I learned it, and when I saw yesterday Gary Neville talk about him, or Gary Lineker, or all the players, the manager national team, Gareth Southgate, and all the people talking about him, you realize that the impact was very, very important.
Can we take a check on the team news as well? Is Jack Grealish going to be fit to play after illness? Yeah. Kovacic, how do you rate his chances of maybe getting some minutes or being available at least for the weekend? And Nunes as well, any update on how long?
Well, we have training now, but we'll see this afternoon. We will do the second day of recovery. We're not going to do absolutely anything. I'm not much optimistic about some good news for some people to come back, but we'll see. We'll see this afternoon. I think we'll be the same people that we play against Liverpool.
John Stones, you still have to be careful.
John Stones is getting better. So it's not for play, but maybe a few minutes, maybe for the next one. But he's really, really close to come back. Like, it's incredible good news for us.
Thanks, Pat.
Hi, Pep. Obviously, the injuries at the start of the season, you've been missing a lot of the players who give you the extra touch, extra pass. The players give you a bit more control, and it was similar at the weekend with Grealish being out as well. And it means you're playing with a lot of more direct players. Obviously, the results have still been really good. The performances have still been good. But how does it affect the style? Does it have any impact on the way that you play?
Well, the style is when I reach the ball, Jeremy, 1 against 1. So the impact is his skills, his talent. So, but I don't think we were. Yeah, for the quality, for some players, we can be more, direct. But with Kevin, we were direct too. With Gundo, we were direct too. So I would say, like you said, the result is quite similar. It's quite good. So I think we're performing really, really well. So we have to continue. We are not top of the league. But now, how we perform, I'm very, very pleased, really. I would say if I don't like, I would say, okay, I'm not so satisfied or I don't like much. But I think we're playing good in general. So I think against Chelsea was really, really good. Consider those transitions because they were really good. And first and second, our transitions, offensive, defensive, were really poor. Our pressing was not effective. I didn't prepare well, but we created a lot of chances. So we review the game. So we play, all respect, good. So in general, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with the way we are playing.
In terms of, you mentioned the defending there, and I know against Liverpool they only had two real chances, but there hasn't been so many clean sheets this season. And obviously last season you talked about the proper defending. No. Is there a particular reason for that? Or is just
I think the only game we consider other goals and chances was against Chelsea. The rest is the same average the last season. So we won the Premier Leagues and we arrived far, in the competitions. But in general, our average is like Liverpool concede 2-3 shoots on target, no more than that. We lost against Wolves with 1 goal and 1 shoot on target. So in general, our average is good. And the only exception, yes, maybe I give credit to Chelsea, not just for our mistakes. So the rest is quite similar, like we have done last seasons.
Hi, Pep. Can I just check? Is De Bruyne going to be January, do you think?
He said this. I didn't know it. He said it's January, will be in January.
So you agree that it will be January? There's probably no chance of the Club World Cup?
I would have loved to have him all the season, but now we have a tough injury, surgery, so had to recover well. And he said end of December or Happy New Year, so will be a Happy New Year for everyone.
And obviously you would obviously want him on the pitch and he wants to be on the pitch, but the time off he spent, do you think it'll be, because he was obviously shattered at the end of last season, do you think he probably needed some time away from football?
I don't think so. I would prefer I think he would prefer to be with us. But football, a lot of years already. Kevin is not 21 years old anymore. So the time runs, and and unfortunately had these injuries. Now had to recover and not, make a step back again. So recover well, prepare well when we come back, and not expecting after 1 week will be perfect. So will be a step in time to get this. But when you have him from the beginning on the bench or ready to play, always is a good weapon for us. So I'm going to discover the quality of Kevin.
Hi Pep, just on Josko Gvardiol potentially playing his old club tomorrow. How would you assess what he's been like for you so far? What have you liked, and where do you think he can improve?
I don't have more than incredible words to him. First, as a how he's settled, because he's an incredible person like Mateo's and Mateo. All the guys who came this season, Oscar Bob arrived as top. And maybe it's not easy for the beginning, change, the one league to the other one. But when he play top standard, high standards level. So, and sometimes, I move, because sometimes Manu didn't play, Ruben didn't play 2 or 3 games ago, and him with Nathan. But it's so important. It's so important. Nathan cannot play every 3 days. We know that. So it's so important. And for example, the game in Leipzig was unbelievable. I reviewed the game yesterday. It was so really, really good.
And he sometimes played left back for you. Do you still see centre back as long term the position?
Yeah, no, of course he can play in a central defender, but we make a build up with 3. He can play in the middle, the position Ruben is playing, but have a Nathan and Josko in the left side, as a build up. In the build up position is like a central defender. The position of the pitch with 3 with central defender is the same. Yeah, defending, it's more full, but we have the conditions, because in the past I discovered him against Leipzig. I didn't know him before, 2 or 3 years ago, playing in fullback, and it was really good.
Jamie?
Hi Pep, as you evolve your team this season with sort of new players like Doku and Gvardiol, Nunes, you can sort of see how a newish team might be. Might that entice you beyond your current contract to stay longer at City, sort of refresh you and re-energise you?
Yeah, have energy. Yeah. I'm okay.
So you could stay longer beyond your current contract?
I'm not going to answer that. I don't know. In football, I said many times.
It's a possibility, though, right?
Well, yeah, of course. I can leave tomorrow. So 1 year and a half is a lot of time in football. So I arrived here with a long hair. Look what happened now. So it's 8 years ago. Look at that UEFA guy, huh? I'm funny. 8 years, so.
But as a manager, is that the sort of thing that you've learned about yourself that kind of you need just to sort of see your teams being refreshed? And
listen, I would have loved the team will have 100 points to stay eternally. So it's in all the clubs happen, times brands, and when one player arrive and accept one position after 2-3 years, don't accept that position. When you have standards and status and come players from behind and push him, and after drop a little bit, he doesn't accept that position, and that's why. Sometimes stay, sometimes move, even for myself, for everyone. So it's normal. It's not, but of course, have a new players, a new, even for them, it's fresh to listen new things for everyone. So yeah, but it's not. I would say that main reason for the fact that I can stay or I can leave.
Last one with Simon, please, guys.
You're in a position now, Pep, where more people want to come and watch your matches, watch the treble winners. More people want to come and see Erling Haaland play. Is that kind of the next task for the club, to sort of keep the atmosphere that has sort of powered you to the treble while accepting these new fans?
About the fans?
Yeah.
No, the fans is the stadium is all the time full. And you have to play as best as possible and create as much as possible to energize and make our people, with us. I had the feeling that the team is playing really good. So I review few moments, not all the game against Liverpool, to take some clips for using for the game we're going to play tomorrow, and many things are doing really, really well against that team. I said after the press conference, I had the same feeling. So, and these guys, what they have done, these players have done for many, many years. We love do it together. You know that there are the games last seasons in semi-finals or quarterfinals or in important games. Even last season against Arsenal when we played for the Premier League and everything. They were there. They were there like an animal. So and we need it. On my humble opinion, so to be success, we need our fans. But all the time, they're supportive. Being here, that's why thank you so much to come, because without that it's impossible. And after, together is funnier. We are stronger. So, and for them, be part of our game, because they are part of our game, is much better. And for ourselves, feel that they are there, we play better. We play better. The people say, no, it depends. Yeah, of course it depends. But we have to do the first steps, the first gestures. We have to do it all the time. But yeah, that's my tomorrow. Hopefully they can come and enjoy the game again.
Thank you, guys.
He wanna.
Robert?
No. He wanna. Jerry.
So I'll get in the next one.